Hey guys, before this video starts, I just wanted to apologize for not posting last week. I've currently been busy with other stuff, and it's been kind of difficult to create new videos. So hopefully once I get back from vacation, I'll be able to regularly post and keep on making these kinds of videos. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and yeah, I'll see you.
Open your hands up, son.
That's a little version of me, Alan. I want you to have it.
I don't really want this.
I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it, Alan.
Rapid Mirio was released in Season 5 of My Hero Ultra Rumble on May 22nd, 2024. At launch, his individual skills made him one of the most exciting characters in the game. His alpha, Invisible Eye Break, really cool name, let him dash forward and chain continuous strikes. With the hold version, Phantom Threat, also good name, allowed him to permeate through walls and obstacles for surprise attacks. His beta, Phantom Dive, gave him the ability to slip underground and burst out with an uppercut, creating unpredictable angles of attack. On paper, at least, as the sound made while he was underground made timing one's rolls to dodge it a lot easier. And his Gamma, Phantom Guard, blasted opponents back with his cape while deploying a barrier that deflected projectiles. Speaking of his Gamma, in practice, the description of the move was plagued with exceptions. For a long time throughout Mirio's history in the game, it didn't block Momo's beta, it didn't block Kurogiri's beta portal, and it didn't block Overhaul's alpha. These had to be fixed over time. And even now, it still doesn't block Abara's alpha, although her vines pierce through all sorts of shields, so it's not just specific to him. This history of bugs reinforced the idea that Mirio was unstable in terms of his kit, as it never worked quite the way it was supposed to. However, going back on the topic, combined with his special action, Permeation, makes sense, which let him phase through attacks and even teleport to allies, Mirio came out strong. A kit built on mobility, evasiveness, and tricky offensive pressure that felt overwhelming in the hands of a skilled player during the time. But Mirio's history is defined not by his dominance, but by his instability. From the very beginning, the developers struggled to get him right. On June 18th, 2024, his alpha skill was adjusted. The dash speed at level 9 was reduced when uncharged, but the fourth strike was made easier to land. This wasn't a straight nerf, it was more of a trade-off, because he lost some of his oppressive rush speed for his alpha, but he gained more consistency in his combos, which is what he needed. Then, on July 24th, 2024, two more changes arrived. A bug was fixed where taking damage just before activating his beta, or special action, could cause continuous damage during the permeated state. Also, the camera was adjusted to zoom out when beta was being used mid-air, improving his visibility. These were, of course, quality of life changes, not nerfs, showing the developers were trying to stabilize his kit even more. The big shift came on September 24th, 2024. His charged alpha damage from levels 4 through 9 was reduced, lowering his burst potential. His non-charged alpha was adjusted to blow opponents away more easily, which made stagger combos harder to confirm. His beta was changed so opponents flew farther when they got hit by it, again reducing follow-up potential. His HP was dropped to 225, making him the lowest health character in the game, a distinction he still has in Season 14. His special action reload was also slowed, and while Permeation now persisted if activated after taking damage, the overall effect was clear. Mirio was no longer the combo-heavy threat he had been. This was the defining nerf, in my eyes, that cemented his fragile state. Later updates continued to tweak him, but never fully solved his instability. On May 21st, 2025, his special action duration was reduced, but his ally teleport cost was lowered to 25% instead of taking the full percent of whatever he had left, which gave him more team utility. On July 23rd, 2025, Phantom Dive was adjusted to prevent jumping from low heights, removing a much needed nerf, where when he'd go over cars, it basically shoot him up and take away the beta as it assumes he's going off of a ledge. His gamma was also reworked to consume ammo in set amounts, allowing you to use it multiple times. Finally, on September 24th, 2025, his alpha's final hit was made easier to connect, and his beta gained the ability to climb low steps even more. In his special action, it was changed to always pass through buildings when moving to allies, consuming the 25% and preventing interruption mid-route, making it so you couldn't cancel it yourself. These were not necessarily nerfs, but really attempts to stabilize him, to make his kit more consistent and less exploitable. I think it's important that we talk about Mirio's alternate skill set, Sheer Counter. Compared to Rapid Mirio, it's infinitely better in almost every way. Sheer Counter dishes out far more damage, giving him the kind of burst potential that Rapid Mirio never truly had. On top of that, Sheer Counter comes with higher HP, immediately making him tankier than Rapid Mirio, who still sits at 225. The difference in survivability is night and day. Sheer Counter can counter hits, sustain himself through fights, and punish opponents with massive amounts of damage, while Rapid Mirio crumbles under the pressure. In practice, Sheer Counter feels like a version of Mirio that actually fits Ultra Rumble's design philosophy: broken, powerful, and overwhelming. Rapid Mirio, by contrast, feels unstable and fragile, constantly being patched without ever reaching that level of dominance that Tech Mirio had, and currently has. Now, in Season 14, Rapid Mirio is strong in one specific way: staggering enemies into devastating combos for himself and his other teammates. But outside of that gimmick, his potential is wasted. His health, I always bring this up, I keep bringing this up, his health is 225, the lowest in the game, making him insanely fragile compared to everyone else. His kit is mobile, evasive, and unique, but he no longer feels overwhelming when he first came out, as he came out strong, but quickly got dropped down, and the developers never gave him the reworks needed to bring him back up. Rapid Mirio's history in Ultra Rumble is the story of a character who started with promise, but was steadily trimmed down and patched until he became balanced, mostly forgettable, and the big word here is fragile.